Oh, you think jazz is dead? Then tell me why there are multiple celebrities who have gone on side quests to become extremely successful jazz musicians. I will never forget a few Christmases ago when my brother was playing a Christmas album and I said, wow, this guy sounds really good. Who is that? And he said, yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane. You know, the Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane. This dude majored in animation in college and then became a super successful animator, writer, actor, and Grammy-nominated singer. Seth MacFarlane leans way more on the mid-century pop side of things than jazz, but he still worked with people who worked with the greats from the mid-century pop era. His vocal coaches in his earlier years were the same ones who worked with, Barbra Streisand and Frank Sinatra. Their names are Lee and Sally Sweetland. And now Seth has 3 Grammy nominations for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album to his name. Even more shocking to me at first was learning that Jeff Goldblum is a jazz pianist, but then after thinking about it for about 5 seconds, I went, no, this makes perfect sense. Jeff founded the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra, has released 4 albums on Decca Records with them, and has been touring the world for the past several months. And then the obvious one that we all know about is Lady Gaga singing with Tony Bennett, which was just the sweetest collaboration. Such an amazing way to honor the greats, to sing with literally one of the greats. And I also think this was like the turning point in Lady Gaga's career where she started to get way more respect as an artist and as a creative, because I don't know if y'all remember, if you were conscious humans in the late 2000s, but people hated Lady Gaga. The meat dress era was a very different time than we live in now. And I really do think her working with Tony Bennett was one of the major turning points for her. Which, say what you want about that. There's actually a really loaded conversation that could come out of that, and that's not gonna fit in a 3-minute video, but it does exist. Normally I make recommendation videos. This is not that. This is a conversation video about how jazz shows up in our public consciousness. And say what you want about these people's music, but it is really cool that they are using the platforms that they have to introduce new people to jazz music. And there's a really good conversation to be had about how mainstream is not the only avenue, nor should it be the only avenue for prestige and respect for judging if something is good or not, especially when we're talking about 3 white musicians in a Black genre. My hope is that no matter what anybody's gateway to jazz music is, that breeds a curiosity within them that then shows them the roots and helps them honor the history. And I also hope to, by repeating on the internet that jazz is Black American music, help people figure that out and feed that curiosity. Are there any other celebrities who've gone on jazz side quests that I missed? Let me know in the comments, because their stories are really entertaining to me and I want to find